p.m., Chung Fu and Sally and Goddess Isis and all the beings are going to speak on John Burgos's Summit show. So if you want to know more about that, send us a message.
Sokare de keskore mapete skorita homtare keskore de namada rodi homtare keskore de satare de homna motare te keskore de nama sore tamterore sukara de nomte da hator te siko arde meno mamte gore taskere kera suta matero de ko skore na matero de koskere sikala meto de toskera ti kotarde ne motika ti sotarde ne moketa Siko artikers ni matortikers kere karam toda retiga dostali ni me. Sundare koskare do satori tema. Tiso atre me tuske chakaratam teke. Si otatme. Siko atre me. Tu sike erte skoi. Oskamate es ota paskote me. Tu se amtere koskaramata te. Tiso aatere ne kaduma torrik skore dalskida ma torida. Usamate oskare de kenta oskerata sikede todamta. O te koskare de ma. Uyo sore nam tore suokare te nam skoreta. Tu esa ske ortage. Te contato. Tu te fortade scopa. My beloved daughters and sons of the light of my heart, I welcome you to my temple of light. I welcome you, beloved, you who walk upon the earth and carry my light into the hearts of so many. You who know me. Come close, my beloved, come close. Know that I am here. Know me within you. Remember me. Remember our oneness, beloved. Know what this means, this word. Remember. Bring all of you, all members of you, all parts of your being here upon the earth. Walk the light upon my earth, beloved. I am depending upon you to walk my light in your body, on your feet, into the earth, beloved, to connect. See the light that I bring you, that I place inside you, in your hearts, in your bellies, to illuminate your being from within, that you may see all that you are, that you may look in the mirror of my eyes and smile, seeing yourself as the divinity that is your essence, beloved. Look not outside you, for it is within that you shine. Do not think that your energy comes from others, for it comes from within where we are one. The power of transformation. That is what I am bringing you in my codes of light that I bring and place within your being in the depths of your field of energy, to be a resource unto you, that you may feel that light and drink from it and let it nourish you and quench your deep thirst for the truth, for the power of the essence of your being. For beloved, you are infinite. You are eternal. Your energy is limitless if you can access it. If nothing is in the way between you and your divine essence, You have everything you need. And yet, also, it is important you know and understand these things that appear dark and mysterious, that seem to block your path. For they are of equal importance. Everything is of importance that is within you to feel, to know, to understand. You have come here to join together as one, to become the unity of community in the light, in the deep knowing that you are one with me, that there is no separation between your divinity and your humanity. Your divinity shines through your humanity, beloved. And your humanity is transformed by your divinity. And if you think, oh yes, but that's not me. Oh, there are others who are up there so grand, so luminous. No, beloved, no. No, you are equal to all beings you project upon, who have perhaps raised themselves to become visible, and that we desire for you, to become visible, to shine. But also, we understand that part of your journey, which is in fact in the relative darkness, where you don't remember, where you can't see your beauty, your brilliance, where you don't feel one with Goddess, is here present. We understand, beloved. And we understand the grief and the sadness and the pain of that feeling of separation. For it is only your divinity that can lift you up and help you feel the vastness, the multidimensionality of your wholeness, of all that you are. And from that resource, you can heal yourself of anything and everything. I bless you, beloved. I bless you. I love you. Every day, remember me inside you. I am always present. And you are always one with me in the very depths of your soul. I bless you, my beloved daughters and sons of the light. I bless you. So, so, greetings. Greetings, beloved.
We have Sharon with us tonight.
Peace, beloved.
I just would love to announce, Chung Fu. It is a great honour that we're going to be having Chung Fu, Sally and Isis, Goddess Isis, speak on the John Burgos interview, which is his incredible telesummit platform that he does this most amazing show, which is, I call the show of the spirits, you know. So yeah, that's on Thursday, the 29th of January at 8 p.m. I just wanted to say that.
Peace, beloved.
If anyone is interested to come on that interview, we're going to have a link for that soon. So yeah, I just wanted to say that.
Yes, of course. But you know, it's not something that I know about dates and times, and so somebody has to say this.
Yeah, thanks, Chung Fu.
I certainly love to speak with this lovely soul,
Yeah.
and he's very kind.
Chung Fu, I'm just gonna gently move your
Oh,
chair.
I see. Am I
There we
facing
go.
the wrong way? Yes. I must say that my physical vision is not so great, but I can see a wonderful gathering of souls here. Thank you for coming to speak with me.
I am always interested on that. What is it that you can see exactly? So we have 12 people live with us. What does that actually look like?
Like a great luminosity, multicolored. So the preponderance of colors are in the blue and the violet. There's also some gold here, and a beautiful smiling presence of some souls that are gathered for the best possible reasons to share together the light.
I'm going to be ever so cheeky, guys, but I just can't help myself. We've just done a fire ceremony down on the new Deep Soul Connection Centre land.
Yes,
in the
yes.
Sacred
Well,
Heart
I was
Tunnel.
there too, of course.
Yes. What did that look like on the inner planes?
Well, it looked like you were really burning off, not just what was yours, but what was in that sense held in the collective, you know, that you were doing work for the collective. And of course, as very experienced light workers, both of you, this is what you do, you know, ancestral work within the collective, within humanity. When you decide to focus a fire ceremony, or indeed this group here today, we who are working with you, your guides, helpers, those in the expanded light field, we are using that energy and we are going out as far as we can reach, bringing your energy that you are creating in the deep lower centers, because that's where it's needed. And we are linking that energy with the cosmic light, and we are bringing all of that healing to, well, many people in the field, but also your own family members.
Thank you.
So we work together. And I'm going to give a blessing, beloved, because this is what is very important in your life. And I really do recommend that you bless a lot in your life, that you feel the blessings of your life and you give thanks. So we say, may the living spirit that is within all things come forward in this moment into every mind, heart, body here gathered, to bring the light and the love of your higher self to shine, especially deep inside where there is anything that needs dissolving by that powerful light, especially into that part of you which is in that sense unconscious and operating perhaps with some pain deep within your body, heart or mind or all. And to bring forward into your heart hope, love, resilience, courage, confidence, and to bring that love into your body, to bring compassion into places within you that need healing, that need love. Often deep places, it's hard to feel often places that are in fact anesthetized and find it very difficult to receive that love. And so gathered together here, imagine that the power of the love that you are creating together is going deep into each one of you, bringing the wholeness of the gathered power into each one. Bringing to you the power to create peace and harmony within your body, within your mind, within your heart, to create love and joy, to bring abundance and prosperity, to bring truth, beauty, to bring grace and deep understanding that is beyond the mind, grace of the soul, of the spirit, and energy from the source of your being. And it's very important to acknowledge all the beings of light who work with you, your guides, your helpers, the beings within your etheric body who come when you open up your field. They like to come very, very close. And when we create a group like this, you can feel the extension, the extended presence of your field. The opening of it enables the beings to come very close. And so we welcome them to come as close as possible and to bring you their power, their light, their energy, their love. We welcome your ascended ancestors, those who no longer incarnate. We welcome the great councils of the light. We welcome the angelic and archangelic beings who surround all temples of light within the astral plane. The astral plane being the plane closest to the earth realm, which needs purifying, but is very essential to work with because this energy of the astral is also within you and contains a lot that needs clearing. So we welcome the solar lords and deities, the cosmic Christ light, and the divine feminine, divine masculine emanations of that Christ light. Feel your oneness with the Christ light, the creator light, the divine goddess God light, and open yourself, realizing, yes, you are that light. That is why we are gathered here together, to help you feel that truth of your luminous being, your multi-dimensional, luminous light body. We welcome all the elemental beings, very important in your world, carrying that light that is closest to the earth, air, fire, water, to the elemental realms and the etheric realms of those elements. We welcome spirits of the elements, the animals, the birds, the insect devas, serpent beings, water beings, the fairy folk, the elven people, the fire beings, the dragons of fire, the phoenix, the firebird, extraterrestrial, intergalactic star beings. We welcome all the frequencies of beings who work with you in your bodies, hearts, and minds. We open to the energies of the great Mother Earth with whom you came to commune, to bring your star light, your solar light, to literally join with the earth, to bring the codes of light that have been placed deep within the light body of the earth eons ago, to bring them into manifestation, to open up these codes of light that they may shine through you and bring creation into the next frequency of expression. And that is throughout the cosmos, not just upon the earth. We give thanks because all the plants, flowers, and trees, they hold this power. They hold this light. Everything that is alive upon the earth is bringing you knowledge and information ancient from deep within. And the more you connect with the earth, the more you can feel these codes that are also being sparked open within your own being. For you are not separate. You are one with all these energies that I have called in and blessed today. And feel the intelligence of the rock stone, crystal, metal, mineral. Feel the body of the earth. Feel all that you literally eat and drink from the flowers, the plants, and the trees. And feel all that you absorb of minerals and the essence of power and physical strength from the body of the earth. And know also that the earth is alive, conscious. And within the crystalline realm in the earth, everything is stored, everything is vibrationally registered so that it is then translated into the world of light, into the Akash, the heavenly realm of light, the crystalline realm, the Akashic records. So we welcome here the Akashic record keepers who will work inside you, perhaps inaudibly, invisibly, intangibly, bringing you knowledge on the inside of where you are to direct yourself in this year to come. We welcome all your guides and helpers, Akashic record keepers, all the spirits of all the elements and all the deities. And we give thanks for the overlighting protection, the solar Logos presence, the love and blessings, peace and grace and beauty, power, strength, wisdom and inspiration, healing, compassion, the all-in-one divine presence deep within you. For gratitude and blessings are the very foundation of your wellness, of your good health, whether physical, emotional, or mental. Feel inside you, what can you be thankful for? Because everything you are not thankful for, everything you complain about, you could say, or that is painful, is what is not of the love, not of the light. That could be that you have received wounding from that which is not of the love and not of the light. Or it could be that you are remembering a wounding from very long ago that you need to understand. Because, you know, wounding, it's an interesting word, but really it means opening. It means something has been rent open. Blood is coming, perhaps flowing out. And blood is the very essence of life. So what is happening in wounding is the life force is flowing out. It's saying something. It's rushing out. It wants to bring your attention to the wound. But not only the wound, but what is inside the wound, expanding and causing that wound to happen from within. Because there is a nothing that happens to you. You are the happening. Everything you experience, perhaps you feel victimized at times and it's not there, and those kinds of feelings I understand, of course. But the deepest understanding is, all right, why did I choose to have this experience? When you start to be grateful even for the most painful and difficult experiences, you are really advancing now upon your path, able to see that there is opportunity in every experience. And you have chosen to be in this world, in this third dimension, where everything is manifest in very solid, third-dimensional reality, physical form. And sometimes what happens there is things get kind of stuck. You forget how to then dissolve that physical reality and come back to the light or to the essence of why that has happened, why you are experiencing difficulties, blockages, pain, trauma. Because only really when you get conscious and you know why, can you actually change, you see. You have to be conscious, you have to know, otherwise you can't change. Everything is about your consciousness, your understanding, and your ability to go deep within yourself. You know, Jerome has given me a chair that spins. So in a moment, I think I'll take a big spin over here, and then I'll spin back again over here.
Chung Fu, there's hundreds of beings over there. They need addressing.
So if we spin a little, don't worry. I got a rotating chair. So
I'm just very interested to just gently ask you a few. You know, we're still in the energy of the wolf moon. I can feel it strongly. It's very clear. You know,
Nothing is normal today.
You know,
I think he's testing me.
this kind of energy can activate that primal knowing, embodied intuition, and somatic truth. I'd just love for you to just talk a little bit about that and, you know, the shadow work aspect of this moon energy. You know, these feelings of false belongings and trauma bonded loyalty, like hierarchies and like rage, grief.
Ooh, there are some powerful words there. Slow down, slow down.
Pack V's herd consciousness.
So, you know, the thing to feel, it really what matters is, can you feel it? Can you feel the energy of this powerful moon right now? Because what matters is how much you can enter into this field. You know, the cosmos is always opening up to bring energy to you. The question is, can you open up to absorb that energy? What can you feel? I'm very sure you are all feeling the power in one way or another. So, for example, why a full moon right at the start of one of the most cosmic years? This year is a very cosmically aligned year. There are many, many alignments coming, bringing all kinds of energies to you. For example, you have that extraordinary being, the living being that has come from another part of the Milky Way, the 3i-Atlas being. This is a living being. You know, the scientists are all arguing about it, saying, oh, it's a comet. No, it's not. Oh, it's just a rock hurtling through space. No, beloved. No, it's a being. In fact, it's a multidimensional being. And it's actually bringing a message to the earth. It's bringing a cosmic power to the earth. And I think many of you are very aware of that and tuned into it. So, again, try to understand that you are cosmic beings, and everything that is going on in your skies, on your earth, in your heart, in your mind, in your soul, it's all connected. Now, what are you going to do with that energy? This is the thing, because you are the beings who are alchemists. You are energy converters, energy alchemists. You take cosmic energy and you literally ground it. You might not think you do. You might think, well, I'm just making a cup of tea, actually, you know. But the thing is, there's a lot going on. And the more conscious that you are of it, the more you do it by intent. You wake up in your day and you say, well, how can I be of service to the great cosmic beings of the universe? How can I be a vessel, a channel for this light that I can feel pulsing through the cosmos? And there's nothing more graphic than this being, this. And we have been told by these beings, they are called the Argono, so we call them the Argono, this massive oversoul, which, you see, you have to understand time and space. So this being is an ethereal being, a being of light. It is a vast, multidimensional, multi-being being. So where is it? Well, it's literally, in that sense, attached, or, you know, it has its emanation coming from within this, well, I'm going to call it a spaceship, you know. I think it's the closest description, really, of what it is. But it's not a spaceship as you normally see. This is a being from another dimension. It's actually from the high fifth dimension, and it's this creation that is able to be seen. This is very important. Making itself visible and going at the most phenomenal speeds when measured by the instruments of the space scientists, who cannot, I mean, excuse the pun, but make head nor tail because of it, because it's not behaving in the way that anybody expects. But it's wonderful, you see, because, look, the science, you know, because we've said it many, many times, that the scientists and the spiritual, well, I'm going to call them the spiritual scientists, so I could say the earthly scientists and the spiritual scientists are coming together. They have to, because this is the time of union, as I said. Consciousness is going to be completely unified. This involves some humility on the part of the space scientists, because what's happened is they had, well, let's put it in kind of colloquial language, their minds have been blown. They can't hang on to a lot of the definitions and realities that this being is challenging them to let go of. They just have to open up, just like the spiritual scientists who are very used to opening up and just listening. So there's a lot to listen to here, because the frequency of this being is being injected literally into the whole solar system, this part of the Milky Way. It's receiving, I mean, literally an injection of light, and not just one injection, many injections into many of the star systems in the Milky Way. And so what is happening is the whole frequency of the galaxy, the whole galaxy is being lifted up. And what Agano is doing is linking up. I don't know if you've seen, but going from one constellation to another, touching, literally sparking up the energies within the various constellations, unifying them with the light, the quality of light that they are bringing. And you may have noticed that this being behaves very differently around the sun than other types of interstellar objects and space beings. So there is a very powerful relationship between Argano or 3i-Atlas and the sun. We could say that, in a sense, there is a communion going on, almost like a love affair, with this being coming into the galaxy, but also finding that a lot needs cleaning up, and also delivering, you could say, its charge, its consciousness, and having to do that in several different ways and at several different points in order to bring the geometry into alignment, the cosmic geometry here, which is what is really going on. If you follow the roots of what is happening and the shapes that is being made and the kinds of containers of light that are being created by the passage of the 3i-Atlas being, you will see some fascinating geometric formations that contain the energy. You could say that as the energy is injected into the star systems, it is prolonged or expanded because of the way the Argano or 3i-Atlas being is moving through space, and in that sense through time. There are more surprises to come, because really this being is not at all predictable. And of course, what the scientists like is predictability and to be able to measure everything. So there are going to be a few more surprises. And that is because the consciousness of the scientists needs to be brought, in a sense, closer for them to open up and really listen and receive the download. You know, this is a word that we are very familiar with. We who work with the spiritual energies, we're very used to that word, the download from the divine. This being is very high consciousness, full of love, light, peace, harmony, and a particular Christ array, very evolved beings that are one. And they could have individuality, they can manifest individually, but they choose the powerful experience of being a unified, multidimensional being. So they are bringing that energy for you, helping you evolve your consciousness of your multidimensionality. Now, he's taken me right off stream because he's a naughty boy.
I love to do that. I love it.
But of course, Chung Fu loves it too. So, but I want to come back to the theme of really healing here. And I want you to think once again of your beloveds, any beloveds, yourself.
Well, actually, we have a great question here, Chung Fu, if you don't mind.
Can I just finish my sentence, beloved?
Yeah.
You know, today you're being very unruly, beloved.
I'm very cheeky. Sorry.
So I just want you, before he asks that question, hold that thought. I just want you to bring into your field any parts of you that are feeling distressed, stressed, fearful, depleted, ill, heavy, negative. Just bring those parts of you here and have them kind of sitting here by you. Well, Jerome.
You kind of answered it really.
Speaks.
That was a question from Bunny Boobops, which I love your name. Bunny Boobobs, I've got to say that again. What can you learn from the wound of feeling unlovable?
Ah, yes, well, that's
I
it.
just thought it was such a good...
Well, you're very on key then, aren't you, beloved? But that's right. So, thank you, Bunny Boobobs. What a wonderful name.
Sorry,
I think we all have to say that a lot, Bunny Boobobs.
Great name.
This is a wonderful name. So, you know, beloved, of course you know what I'm going to say. You're very lovable. A name like that doesn't come from someone who's not lovable, do you want? But yes, of course I understand, because what it is a split. So you have a personality that you really can attract love, but you have a part of you that actually feels quite abused and quite abandoned and quite hurt and unfairly treated. And that part of you has to express. The thing is, try to, I know this sounds very strange, but try to encourage that part of you to come out and express herself. Try to listen, but not become her, if you can understand me. If you can't listen and hold her, she will invade you and become and help you to feel everything she's feeling because you're not listening. So the trick is to really understand it's good that the wounded part of you is expressing herself, because she probably never did. And how she gets to feel that expression is by creating situations where you don't feel lovable, by having people walk away from you or say mean things to you or reject you. But what it really is that part of you needed you to hear her, and then she wouldn't have had to do that. She wouldn't have to embody and drag you into her story if you actually would listen to her every day. So it's to realize your soul puts in, at the start of your life, sometimes in the womb, sometimes just literally as you are born, the blueprint of all that you decided yourself before you came in to work on, to heal, to evolve, and to lift up from. But it all gets downloaded because these are elements that you need to see, not because you are them, but because they have within them experiences, pain, that by looking at, by you actually becoming conscious of it, will help you become the opposite. You are in a world of duality. You can't really see the light. You don't even know you're the light until you experience what we could say is some darkness. So only by juxtaposition, when you're in your physical body and using your mind and experiencing your heart, your feelings, your emotions, only really by coming up against something dark or negative or that is not love, do you realize, oh, no, I want the love. Only by feeling there's no light, oh, no, I want the light. So this is the realm, the physical plane, the third dimension, where there is the most graphic separation between the dark part of you, or the, what we call the wounded part, or the not loved or not loving part, and your ecstatic divine self. And what has to happen is that you realize more and more, and you gain more and more love for yourself. So my question to you, Bani Boobop, is, do you love yourself? Yes? And you don't have to answer me, of course. But that is what you need to ask yourself every day and bring the love in for you. Peace, beloved.
We've got 15 amazing people live with us. Thank you so much for coming and joining us. Yeah.
So I want to talk. Is that all right, Jerome? May I continue?
Yeah.
All right, good.
Continue.
And of course, if there are questions, yes, of course, we will answer them. So I want to talk about that part of you we call either the wounded child or the wounded past life self, or something you carry that we can work on today together to clear the field for you to experience the ecstatic presence of your higher self. Your higher self doesn't really change. The honest truth is your higher self just is your higher self. You know, people talk today about, we've got to ascension. Well, the thing is, you've come from ascension. You've descended to be born on earth. You have the essence of your ascended self, which is your higher self. That's where you come from. So it's not so much that you're going somewhere you never went before. You're going higher in the frequency of who you are. because that's why you're here, to manifest your ascended self. So, Chung Fu always has a little chuckle, when they all say, oh, we're ascending. And I think to myself, well, wait a minute, you just spent a lot of time descending, and why are you suddenly going to ascend and sort of waft around? What's going to, well, no, you come to be here. So, let's talk about how difficult actually that is for you all. Because you are ascended beings. You are. If you're listening to Chung Fu and you haven't run away yet, then you are somebody who's very interested in high frequency energy. You want to be it. You recognize it. You know it's the solution to everything. It is absolutely the ascended or divine consciousness that you are bringing into your body, heart, mind, upon the earth. That's your job. That's what you came to do. And guess what? Oftentimes, those who are most equipped and gifted to do it have the hardest time to, in fact, manifest it, because you are the ones taking on the collective consciousness wound, which is that exact wound, the wound of being on earth and not being able to feel your divine oneness. And I don't know if you've noticed how certain beings, empty, rather shell-like beings with no heart, no love, are propagating certain ideas and a type of consciousness that is in fact causing fear, separation, pain, all over the world. So your job is to maintain your high frequency, which is your essence. You are your higher self. You then incarnate and you develop a lower self. It's not that it's low or bad or worse, it's just low in frequency because it's physical. But to maintain your spiritual at one-ment with the divine, well, because, you are all familiar with all kinds of stories that gurus and teachers, Yeshua and other beings, Buddha, that have shared with you their experiences of really having to work very hard deep within to meet what they call temptations, or all kinds of words are used for the challenge of meeting the dark forces who inhabit the lower realms, both of the astral plane and of the physical plane. So it's very, very important that you understand you truly are your higher self. You truly are a divine being. That's who you are. And then when we come to these wounds that we call, the heaviness, the difficulties, the darkness, especially in your inner child, when we come to that place, why we talk about the inner child is because the inner child doesn't have the tools and equipment and the intelligence and the knowledge and the consciousness that as an adult you now have. And so you have a part within you that got wounded, got hurt, had a lot of pain, and then other things have happened sort of rapidly, one after the other in your life, and you didn't have the time, maybe you did, but most of you probably not, to go deep enough to restore, to remember, to bring back that part of you from feeling like Bani Boobop, that you weren't lovable, or you didn't get what you needed, you felt neglected, abandoned, but you couldn't say it, you see. It stayed inside you because you didn't know that's what you were feeling. You just felt miserable in one way or another. And so sadness, grief, loss, the feeling of separation all come into that category of what your inner child, possibly your inner teenager, and possibly right up to even yesterday, felt excluded and struggled to feel the joy, the ecstasy, the love, the pleasure that is in fact your divine right to feel. So bringing your consciousness now here, this really does need to be understood, that you can heal these places within you, but that everything is within you. Have you ever stood in the same place with another person? They experience it as wonderful, you experience it as terrible. Have you ever had that experience? It's not about what's outside. It's about where you're looking from. It's about what's inside you and how that external experience is triggering your inner experience. Because you live actually inside yourself, even if you find that difficult to connect with. It is actually where you live. If you're disconnected from the divine, it's very painful. That's the pain. The pain is all about disconnection. It's all about, well, how did I get disconnected and how can I connect up again? Which is really the point. And the answer is, it's kind of a bit topsy-turvy, but the inner child is carrying the pain, but only because you didn't remember it. So it's carrying the pain to remind you to come back and see the pain and heal the pain. So the inner child will produce anything and everything to draw your attention, whether it's an illness, pain in your left shoulder, a crick in your neck, a pain in your lower back, a disease of some kind that has manifested through your life. All of it is just to draw your divine, ascended attention to the part of you that feels disempowered, separated, disconnected from the divine. The divine being you. So that's a wonderful thing to realize, because it means you can change it. You can't change over there. You can't change someone else. And, all these beings in dark authority, they want to give you the feeling that they're in control and that needs changing out there. So you go on a march and you try and change the government, change the law, change everything out there. But, beloved, that is also important in 1,000 ways. However, it's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you changing the way you see yourself, changing what you're feeling inside, lifting yourself up so that you are not vulnerable to the attack of the dark forces, because you're strong inside. It's what you are inside that you bring to your life. No one else can make that for you, and you can't make it for anybody else. All you can do is work on yourself and then share what you have discovered. That, of course, is very powerful. So just together today, I just want to do a little meditation with you where we go in.
Before you do that, we have a question.
He's a naughty boy.
I know.
He's a very naughty boy today.
You never know what you're going to get on our live streams. We keep it live and direct, as they say back in the hip-hop days. Anyway, that's another story.
Peace.
I feel, there we go, the question is the mannequin. I think they've been on with us many times. Welcome. We'll just do one more. We don't normally do Q&A, but we will. Well, you've done two here. Let me just read this. Okay, I'll do the first one. I'm at a standstill right now. This is the mannequin. You're welcome to type your real names as well, because you might not know, but Chung Fu has, of course, the Akashic record access, so nothing will progress, almost like it's not meant to be. Curious as to what this may mean, if it has to do with past life and me being on the wrong path in this one.
So really there's no such thing as a wrong path, not really. There's a path where you experience wrongness.
Sorry, there's another bit.
I'm sorry.
I've been having thoughts and almost a calling to become a healer, and random people telling me to become a priest. Okay, it must be, sorry, I can't quite see the picture there, which I never, so yeah, that's the full picture, and then, which I never mentioned to anyone prior my weird coincidence. Okay, thank you.
So, beloved, these are words, all right? So if you feel inside yourself there's a big lump of something that needs, we're spinning again. So that lump of something that you call stuckness, I often say, stuckness is the biggest feeling of all. Inside stuckness, it's jam-packed, solid, full of stuff. So you then mentioned a few questions. I mean, those big words, a healer, a priest. They're not little casual words. Shall I learn to do typing? Shall I cook a meal? No, that is, who is my cosmic self? You are standing in front of a door. I can see that door, it's there. It's a portal to a new dimension of your being. So the question is inside here, can you own these powers within you? You see, because at the moment, they're stuck. Why? Because you're not owning them. Because you're resisting. You're resisting something that's coming up that's very big, that you're actually longing to declare, to own, to become. So if you feel into those words, the healer, the priest, really the words don't matter. What matters is, can you feel that state within you that is longing to become, to express? Because that's the other, that is so opposite. I'm stuck, I don't know what's going on, I can't do anything, to, I think I should become a priest or a healer. Can you feel that they're like two extremes? So if you bring them both together and get your healer and your priest to open, like imagine you are cracking a nut and open the stuck place and let it all tumble out. You can come and see Chung Fu, or you could come and see Jerome, who does the most wonderful work with Chungite crystals to help you go deep, to help you, he can do it online or physically. Because what it is you have got to actually penetrate inside yourself. You've actually got to get that stuck great big ball of something. That is a treasure trove. You've got to get into it. You can use all sorts of visualizations, like cracking a nut, prizing open, some container. But what's in there? I can literally see it. There's so much in there to be explored. So many feelings. There's anger, by the way. It's one of the biggest things that most human beings feel they must suppress. I must keep my anger down. I mustn't hurt anybody. My anger feels so powerful. I'm afraid of it. So don't be afraid of anything in that treasure box, which is the ball of stuckness you are referring to. Treasure everything inside yourself. Honor every feeling. Do not feel that anything is out of place or irrelevant or bad or shouldn't be. Everything is for a purpose, but you have got to learn to get inside, listen. So start writing. Writing is quite a good way to start kind of writing. I'm stuck because the feelings inside me they're stuck inside this, it's almost like being constipated, isn't it? And drink lots of water. Go for walks. Move your body. Stretch. Understand that this kind of condition is because you have created it. Don't think anybody else has. And if you created it, you can also penetrate it. So get inside yourself, open up Pandora's box.
By all means, you are most welcome to come and see Chung Fu for a private session, because it's one thing asking a question live, and it's very brave as well to be seen by others, which is a beautiful thing. But you can email sophie.deepconnection@gmail.com, and you're really most welcome to inquire about seeing Chung Fu in person anytime.
Peace. Have we done with questions?
Yes.
All right. So everybody, relax. Whether or not you had that big expression that you just referred to, beloved, everyone here has something inside of great value. You are all wondrous beings of light. And you've come forward tonight to connect with Chung Fu and the spirits, because that is the remedy that you're looking for inside. I am a discarnate being. I've taken an astral incarnation. I'm a ninth dimensional being. I don't have incarnations anymore. When you embody, it's very big work. There's two things. There's a queue of people souls who want to come all over the cosmos. Incarnation is happening in every possible form. To be embodied is a particular experience. And so, understand, be very compassionate, be completely not judgmental about what's going on inside you, about your feelings. And right now, just breathe. Open up. Because all you ever want is the truth about what you're feeling. Do you know what you're feeling? Can you feel what you are carrying inside? Can you feel that inside even the most negative emotions, there is substance, there is power. There's no feeling you're not supposed to have. All of your feelings are messages from your soul. So as you breathe, try and slow your breath right down. Focus only on the inside. Feel all the little places of tension in your body. Relax them. Let your body open up to the light that is shining from your higher self. So above your head is the higher self center, then you have the crown center. The white light comes down into your crown center, into your third eye, illuminating your brain and your pineal gland. So this pineal or pineal gland, this is a crystalline energy. It's actually a small crystalline, soft crystalline structure inside your brain. It is connected to the crystalline matrix in the earth, and also there are crystalline energies all over the cosmos. This is your cosmic communicator crystal, your third eye. Feel it. Just for a moment, just focus on that crystal. It's in the very center of your brain. And it's connected to your pituitary gland as well. These two glands, they are the master glands. They are emanating hormones that are then commanding the rest of your system to also open up. So feel yourself relax, open, relax your belly, breathe deep, and let that white light energy that's coming through from your higher self center pour into your crown, bringing the violet, bringing the blue, bringing the green, opening up, and bringing those colors deep into these lower centers. They need this light in order to operate. What often happens is that as a child, you learn to suppress your feelings because you see that either they trigger everybody else, you get angry, everybody gets angry, you get upset, everybody gets upset, and after a while, you instinctively stop expressing yourself. That's the terrible tragedy of humanity. It's also encouraged in school. Sit down, be quiet, shh, don't talk. You know, all kinds of, really I'm going to say quite barbaric customs are introduced into your educational system. Terrible, really very harmful to children. So that is why we do focus on your inner child. So I want you to feel into where did you suppress something, even a lot, whether it was something small or not, something great. Feel inside yourself what would happen if you let the real truth of what you're feeling in this moment be expressed. And imagine what it sounds like. If you're on your own and you're not going to disturb anybody, again, I am considerate for people around you. But see, you know, is it a rage? Do you want to roar? Ah, do you want to roar like a lion? Is it a terror? Do you want to squeak like a mouse? What does it feel like inside you? Are you sad? Did you feel sadness around you as a child and in your life? Has there been a lot of sadness? If you let that out, would it be an ocean of tears? Let it be what it is. Honor it. Whether it is rage, fear, pain, neglect, lack of resource, terror. Just breathe into it for a moment. Honor it. Let it be. And bring that light, that white light we started with, that started pouring in, and realize, well, it's coming into all your cells, but it is indeed the divine light, which in itself means love, that you are love. You know, people say, love yourself. Well, you are love. Be the love. Feel that you are the love. Feel the love that is you. And then just very softly and gently expand and embrace the part of you that feels unloved or unlovable. Whatever the words are, that's not really the words, it's the feeling. It's the sensation. What does it feel like? What does it feel like to feel loved in an unloved place? Can you even feel it? if there is someone or something that you love, like your pet, an animal, a dog, a cat, a bird, a brother, a sister, a mother, a father, if there is a place within you that can feel love, bring that feeling here and surround the part of you that feels confused, separate, hungry, bereft, abandoned, hurt, unfairly treated. Surround that part of you. Just simple, very simple. You're not trying to psychologize. You're not trying to tell it to do anything. You're just hugging it. You're just holding it as close as you possibly can. The part of you that is holding all the negativity of the beloved that talked about stuckness. Try to embrace the part of you that feels stuck and send the love into that part of you like a magical, alchemical energy streaming in that can start to dissolve the walls of stuckness, the walls of suppression, the walls of fear, anger, pain. Breathe. Hold that part of yourself and breathe. And start to speak to that part as you would have liked to be spoken to. I love you, my beautiful, hurting, stuck, suppressed child self. You who I am calling back so that I can help you think, so that I can help you understand. I am your adult. I am your future self, as you are my past self, and we are one in the timelessness of the beyond, where we also are the white light pouring from the divine. I surround you with this white light. I swirl it around you, and I feel the fire that is in this white light, and the fire enters all the dross. And the alchemy is that that fire burns away the layers that are blocking the oneness between my transcendent, ascendant self, my higher self, and my earthly, three-dimensional, struggling, physical self, surrounded by darkness, unconsciousness, terrible pain and sadness of so much of humanity, and also of so many hurting children. Right now in your world, there are so many hurting children. Chung Fu cannot say to you, you are one with the divine, without you thinking, well, another truth is that I am one also with that which is not divine, with the pain, the suffering. And of course, it hasn't just rubbed off on me. I've actually absorbed it. So for each one, beloved, be so compassionate to that part we call the inner child. Bring extra special love and understanding, kindness, gentleness, and the loving embrace. Above all, the simplest visualization is the embrace, is remembering, or maybe getting a photograph and remembering what you looked like when you were kind of 10 and downwards. So after that, it's your teenage self. Are we really talking about the initial experience of arriving as a baby and trying to understand so much that you are carrying within that inner child? And gradually, if you do that every day, beloved, you will really start to feel stronger deep within. So, Jerome, he is the timekeeper, and when he starts to he stroked my toe, beloved. You didn't see, but he stroked my toe. And what that means to Chung Fu, after many years of this wonderful being sitting with me, with the clock ticking away, is that something he has to say regarding time. And what is it, Jerome?
Well, it's mainly just, it's a big job that what we do here, Sophie and I. We hold, the gateway here in Avalon.
Oh, I'm very grateful, beloved.
And
I was
so
making fun of it.
We have to look after this wonderful lady because she is 76. So,
Well, I'm thousands of years old, beloved.
But here's the thing, guys. If you really love this good vibe, then we do actually do very deep dives. I mean, they are literally several hours long. So we will pop a link. I think the link's potentially already in the bio, but they are our private monthly calls, and we go very deep into all of this, don't we, Chung Fu?
Peace, beloved.
And so, do check those links out. I also did say on the previous live that we have the tie cutting toolkit, and just to let you all know that those of you that commented tie cutting, that link is coming. And that we call them toolkits, and what they are is they're bodies of work. So this one is that we've been talking about this evening. Well, this is actually the Inner Child Toolkit. I've actually invested many, many hours of my own time into, it's a great honour as well, but to basically, helping these teachings become actually available. So if you are interested in this toolkit, it is called the Inner Child Toolkit. So you just have to comment either toolkit or Inner Child, and we can get that link available. So and that being said as well, just to say again, at 8 p.m. on Thursday, the 29th of January, we are on the John Burgos interview. We're being interviewed by John Burgos. He's a lovely man, isn't he?
He's a very beautiful soul.
And so if you're interested to be on that, then again, just comment Burgos and we'll make sure we get you the link for that. And you can also, if you would just like the direct link, just do let us know. And again, if you want to come, into personal connection with Chung Fu, that's sophie.deepconnection@gmail.com. And that's my beautiful elder sister. She handles many, many things, and we absolutely love her. So well, the aim is to go live every day, and the real mission is to try to not let these lives go too long.
Oh, peace. Has it been a long time, dear one?
Well, not really, but
peace.
It is late. So for those in the UK, thank you so much for coming and being with us. We absolutely love you all. And
I am going to give a blessing, and I remind you that every day of your life, bless your life, give thanks, lift up your heart, and connect to your divine, ascended self, your higher self. And remember that you are one with all these beings of light in that multidimensional part of your being, and you need that light. You need it in your body, heart, and mind. So don't forget every day, call in your higher self, and may the living spirit that is within all things come forward every day, bringing you that light, that love, that elevation of your higher self-consciousness, to bring into your mind positive thoughts, clarity of perception, seeing through illusions, and into your heart, bringing that light to create resilience, courage, confidence, and to bring compassion, especially self-compassion and self-love for your day. The more you love yourself, the more you can love everybody else. But the first one to resource is you. So bring the divine in, beloved, and resource your body with the light, your organs, filling yourself with the light. Make sure that your organs are functioning at optimum level, enabling you to create in your life peace and harmony, love and joy, beauty, truth, deep understanding that is beyond the mind. And every day also acknowledge your guides and helpers. Give thanks. Understand you're not actually walking around on your own on earth. You are surrounded by beings of light who love you so much. So just a little tip of the hat to your guides and helpers every day, and a bit of gratitude. Thank you so much for what you are helping me to see and create and do in my life as you go forward. And to remember also those beings of even higher dimensionality, your ascended ancestors, the angelic and archangelic beings, the councils of the light, the solar lords and deities. Remember, it is a multidimensional universe full of light and cosmic beings. And you are no less cosmic than every being that is around you. Remember also that this great Mother Earth is a living being. Remember all her resources, her plants, her flowers, her trees, her standing people, all that she brings to help you survive, to help you thrive. The more you are tuned to the great Mother Earth, the more richly you are resourced through her spirit animals, birds, insect devas, serpent beings, water beings, and through the beings who dwell in the ethers of her body of light, elven people, pixie, gnome, leprechaun beings, dragons, phoenix, firebird. Remember, beloved, so many beings, star beings, extraterrestrial, intergalactic beings. You are in a great cosmos of beingness coming forward in so many forms, both on earth and all around you in other dimensions. We acknowledge Argonaut, the 3i-Atlas being, and we give thanks. And we call for that energy to enter into each of you that is lifting you up, raising your consciousness. And we give thanks to the great Mother Earth, to her rock and stone, her crystalline matrix. We give thanks. Thanks to the Akashic record keepers. And we give thanks for the overlighting protection for you every day of your life, for all those you work with, all those who matter to you. We give thanks for this overlighting protection, love and blessings, peace and grace and beauty, power, strength and wisdom, inspiration, healing, compassion, this divine presence that is deep within you. And thank you so much for coming to join me for this time. Blessings and peace to you all.
Peace. We, of course, have to do a final chant for White Tara before we go.
Om Tara Tu Tare Turi Svaha Tara Tu Tare Turi Svaha Tara Tu Tare Turi Svaha
Until tomorrow.